Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mikomiks back at it again with another video here on YouTube. So, what's going on? So, yeah, I'm glad to be back. I found free time, and yeah, I wanted to make a video about the topic being patient with your art. Some of you might say that I'm not the right person or artist to tell you guys about this because if you could see my art, it's hastily made, it's slapdashy. Basically, it's all with grittiness, ink scratches, and ink splatters and whatnot. So I might not be the right guy or artist to tell you guys about being patient. But yeah, here's the thing. I kind of contemplated on my art and myself in these past few months, and I wanted to share this insight to you guys. So a bit of story time. When I was in college in Binilde, I had this prof in my fundamentals class. I guess the class is called Fundamentals of Art Study. I guess it's fundamentals of painting, illustration, I guess. So I had a prof there, and he was kind of cool. He gave us cool projects to work on. I guess I'll put on some pictures of my throwback art here and there, maybe here, I don't know. So yeah, I'd be interested on doing them. Super cool, and I believe that they were very interesting practices. But the problem was I couldn't fully commit myself to those projects because I had some other classes like design, history, I don't know. So I couldn't fully commit myself 100% to those projects. I'd submit just an okay work, like it's good enough. So after like submitting a few of these projects that it's kind of mediocre and it's just okay, I guess the prof noticed this and he marked me like a 70 on a project. And this bugged me, man, because I was trying to up my grades and I didn't expect for him to give me a 70 because I did an okay job. The day of critique came, like he told each of us our grade and the explanation on why that's our grade. My turn came and the prof critiqued that I was lazy with my work, and he said that he believed that I could do better if I just put in the effort and time onto my projects. Yo, I didn't believe it at the time. Like, how did he notice? I was blown away with that truth bomb, and it was super harsh, man. Like a 70 just to teach me this lesson. I hated to admit it, but yeah, I submitted like super subpar works. I used to think that if it looks good enough, it's okay, it's good to go. I guess what he was trying to do back then was he was trying to cut off my bad habit as an artist by giving me a 70 by being strict. But that didn't work. I guess I was a prideful artist back then, and I brushed it off and I thought of it like he was just an asshole teacher. I believe that it was my style, and yeah, by being hard-headed and not open to criticisms, it stunted my growth and it kept me from, deepening my understanding of my own art. So what did I do? What I did is that I went back to the fundamentals. I went back to the basics. I thought that how should my art look like if I do not have this style that I have right now? So I retraced my steps and tried to learn coloring, shading, lighting again. Going back to the fundamentals is a good way to refresh your memory, your skill, because if you have a style, you get enclosed in that particular aspects on doing art. Like, let's say on my recent style, it was focused mostly on line work, flats, textures. So I did not had the time to play with like shading, lighting, shadows, even anatomy, man. So after retracing my steps, I tried to learn from other artists. So on this piece that I'm doing right now, I tried to apply what I learned from Danny or Saturn Cat. So I asked her for some help on the illustration process. So yeah, she gladly did help me, and yeah, super thankful for that. Thanks, Danny. She taught me like the ambient occlusion, painting using light, like the key light and all that. And yeah, I tried this process because my process was different. I paint from dark to light, and she paints from light to dark. So I tried that process, and yeah, it helped me practice illustrating a portrait differently. So that's another perspective. Message your art friends, guys. Maybe they can help you. And if they can't, there's always YouTube and other types of learning platform. The first path of learning your own process is not always right. Or you might hit a bump or obstacle on the road. And yeah, you can pull back and try a different route. Last thing that I did was to observe and take more inspirations. And by that, I mean take inspiration from anybody or anything. Because what I did last time was that I get inspired by only my art idols, only by Jim Mahfood, Ashley Wood, Jamie Hewlett. They're the main inspos of my style. But I had to, step back and check out different options. Because if I get like too engrossed, like too focused with these three, like I guess I'd get too attached. But by pulling back, stepping back, you get to see these different artists, and you could learn from them, from their styles, from their art, by looking at other artists and finding more art idols, I guess. I was inspired again, and I was inspired to make this piece. Before this piece happened, I was looking at Jisoo's art, like from her paintings and digital art and stuff, and I was inspired by this particular piece that she made, and I kind of wanted to implement that on something that I'd make in the future. And then I saw this picture from my girlfriend, and yeah, I was super inspired by the two. I tried to combine them, and yeah, here's the result. So yeah, that's it. So hopefully with this little video that I made, it helps you to be patient with your art. If you're an impatient person like me, it's kind of important to take a step back, look at the bigger picture, and reassess on what you're doing, or if you're on the right path, and if what you're doing is beneficial to your growth as an artist. If you're a lazy artist like me, try to put in more time and effort to your work. You never know, man. The results might surprise you. If you like this sort of content, consider liking this video or subscribing on my channel so that I know to make more of this. If you guys are interested also, you can visit my website at mikofernando.com. And I'd like to plug in, if you want some dope ass phone wallpapers, you can get them for free, exclusive at mikofernando.com. Just join in my newsletter. That's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.